What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. And today we're going to be reviewing the Zion 3.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah.
Starting us off, we talk about the sizing and the price. And the sizing, I can recommend you guys go up a half size. If you're a wide footer, I would say you guys go up a half size and maybe even a whole size. Just because inside the toe box here, and I feel like the whole shoe is narrow built, so you guys are going to feel, I even felt a little bit of uncomfortability inside the toe box here. Also, as well as the shoe being very stiff when I took it outside the box. So it is one of these shoes that you guys are going to have to be able to break in. So just to be on the safe side, I would tell everybody to go up half a size. And the pricing of the Zion 3 is going to be $140. Moving on to the side, I'm going to go ahead and give these an 8 out of 10. Colorway inspiration of this is called Mud, Sweat, and Tears. And I don't know if that has to do with anything about New Orleans and playing in New Orleans. If it does, someone in the comments can let me know. But I like the colorway. It helps you stand out, and I always feel like that's what you wanted. Having a basketball shoe that's going to help you stand out. Have people ask those are fire, where'd you get those, etc., etc. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think this styling design looks a lot better than the Zion 1 and 2. I'm going to be showing you guys what they look like. They just look very bulky and condensed. They kind of look like how the old Bronze look. Like LeBron 20s and 21s. You see how they look sleeker and more up to date. Up next, we have my favorite category, which is the cushion. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7.5 out of 10. Now, aside from what a lot of us think, the fact that Zion is like 280 and has a 40-inch vert, I'm surprised that they did not put a little bit more cushioning setup inside this shoe. The cushion setup that's inside here is Jordan Formula 23. So if you guys play with the Luka 1s, Luka 2s, and I think also the Air Jordan 38s, that has Formula 23, pretty soft, and as well as it has a little bit of Nike Air inside this shoe. For whatever reason, I just feel like it's not enough cushion inside of this shoe. And what I mean by it's not enough cushion, given the signature athlete that this shoe is made for, Zion, like I said, 280, 40-inch vert, can jump out the gym, you would think there'd be a little bit more cushion inside this, more boost, more foam and stuff like that around the foot, but it isn't. This is more towards the ground, so it's court feel. Moving on to the support, I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. If I didn't mention earlier, you guys are going to get a really good amount of forefoot flexion inside this shoe. That's when you guys are running and jumping, you guys are going to get that flexibility. Inside the shoe, they use a foam carrier that's around the ankle bone and Achilles heel. It's going to be a good amount of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel, as well as a little bit inside the tongue. And the play styles and the position I feel like this shoe is built for heavily is more for guards. Crafty, shifty, scorers type of guards, I feel like it's built for you. Fours even to a stretch, but if you're like a power forward or center on your team and stuff like that, I would say you guys, it's probably not going to be the best shoe for you, support and cushion wise. And last on the list, we have the traction, and I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. Once you guys take this shoe out the box and you put your hand upon the traction pattern setup itself, you guys are going to feel like it's very sticky. Moving this shoe on my tile floor and at the court, you guys are going to get a decent amount of squeaking. Where the shoe really does a good job is against fighting against that dust, because it does attract some, but it fights it off. You guys are going to have a good amount of grip. You guys are going to be able to continue to move laterally, north to south, anything like that. Also, the traction pattern itself is herringbone, as well as you guys can see, a translucent outsole. You guys already know how I feel about that. Sometimes they could be a hit or miss, and these do a pretty good job of fighting that dust off, being able to keep you contained and not have you slide out and stuff like that laterally, like I said, north and south. Would I tell you guys to take this outside? You could, but I wouldn't take this version outside. I wouldn't take any translucent outsoles outside ever. If it's more of a rubber, like this type of material on the shoe, then yeah, you guys could go ahead and take this outside. Heading it over the ranking of the Zion 3, I'm gonna go ahead and give these a B. I think the style is pretty nice. It's one of those styles that's gonna stand out for you guys. I think the cushion aspect, they could have done a little bit better, especially for the signature athlete that is representing the shoe. And upon myself, because I like to always play in the air, so I need a little bit of something that has more impact force protection upon jump and landing, a little bit of bounce and a little bit of boost over the ground. That's just me, because that's my favorite category, that's my play style. But the cushion is a decent one. I think the support is pretty good. You guys are gonna get a good amount of padding on the ankle bone, Achilles heel, as well as on that forefoot flexion that's gonna be able to help you run. Supporting this shoe is pretty good as well. You guys are gonna get a good amount of padding on the ankle bone, Achilles heel, as well as a little bit inside the tongue, and you guys are gonna have that forefoot flexion that's gonna help you explode off when you're running, jumping and stuff like that. So you guys are gonna be able to have that flexibility. And the traction pattern actually is a solid one as well. As well as it for being translucent, it is gonna fight off that dust. You guys are gonna be able to maintain a good amount of grip moving laterally as well as north to south. You could take this outside, not this colorway version, but I would tell you guys one that has more of a rubber outsole, I would tell you guys to take outside. And you guys are gonna hear a decent amount of squeaking. So overall, the Zion is gonna be like how I felt like the twos were. It's gonna be around that B range, nothing too crazy, but nothing too bad about it either. But that's gonna go ahead and be the end of this video. Before I let you guys out of here, I just want to make a huge announcement, and it's all thanks to y'all. Your boy will be monetized probably by the time this video is released. I'm gonna let the Curry video, you know, rack up the numbers, and the other videos rack up the numbers, but I will have been monetized. And it's all thanks to y'all. And a quick summary, I ain't gonna take y'all time too much. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years because I don't know if you guys followed me before. I was doing basketball content, so 5v5, 1v1 and stuff like that. I was on that type of wave, and I was getting a good amount of traction and views and stuff like that. But it wasn't until I started doing shoe reviews, and I did shoe reviews a year ago. And now I'm here now. Most of you guys that subscribe and view me, watch me because of the shoe reviews, so I really appreciate that. I kind of wish I started that earlier, just because I probably would have been here a lot sooner. But hey, everything happens for a reason. I'm here because of where I need to be for this time period. But yeah, so that's where a lot of my stuff came from. A year ago is when I've been doing shoe reviews. I still have a lot to learn. But anyway, that's gonna go ahead and be the end of this video. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for helping me hit 1K. Appreciate y'all for helping me hit monetization. I'm gonna have Chauncey send us out, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Got anything you want to add to it, Chauncey?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, just the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching Tate's video. See you next in Tate's video. Bye.